Alright YouTube, this is a good one. Welcome to a 1v1 Golden Swamp game between two very different players. We have Hera, one of the best players in the world. He's in the blue, playing as the Koreans. He's known for his amazing speed, he's known for his amazing game awareness, and for being very clean. Very, very good. The situational awareness, knowing when to add a range, when to add a stable, when to add a few farms, when to not. He just makes overall really good decisions, and he can do it in any situation in the game. Whereas in the north, you have Celt, who is known as Hoang, and Hoang he's almost the exact opposite. He tends to do one thing, but he does one thing really well, and it tends to be very, very messy. So in terms of a clash of styles, this is one of those matchups that just makes you think, how's this one gonna go? Now, Golden Swamp is a map where there's water in the middle, and there's also... What? Okay, this is a bugged Golden Swamp version. What is up with the gold here? That's weird. But anyways, don't worry about the gold for now, alright? It's a map where there's water in the middle, and I don't know if Hera knew he was going to play up against Hoang. This is Hoang's second account. But I think picking Koreans on this can be pretty fun if you want to break out the memes. You could have towers, you could have turtle ships in the middle. It's definitely not what I would consider one of the best civs for this map. But it's a civilization which is going to make things very interesting here. Now, Hera's ranked top 5 in the world. Hoang's ranked, I think, 40th or 50th. But Hoang always picks Celts. And regardless of the map, he's going for militia into fast castle. And he tries to get siege forward to melt TCs. When asked a few weeks back, or a few months back at this point, Hoang, why do you always pick Celts? Hoang, who doesn't have the best English, said, Celt eat TC. And in this game, Hera might experience some of that. Now, the normal approach is for players to dock and get some fishing ships out for eco. And then, more often than not, what you're going to see is players will go for fire galleys and feudal age to protect not only the fish, but also to protect the middle, because that middle gold can be very important, and just the map in general can be, map control in general can be quite important. And Hera's going to need fishing ships, because Hoang has come forward, and he's trying to steal Hera's rhino, and he's also trying to steal the water buffaloes, which Hera did not know was there. So Hera already up against it, and Hoang trying to take as many advantages as he can before this gets crazy later. Hera has two options. Option 1's really difficult to do in low lag. Block the scout. If he can block the scout, which seems to be impossible, then maybe the rhino will kill the scout. Option 2 is block the rhino. If there's enough distance between the rhino and the scout, the rhino kind of forgets he was being attacked. He's no longer angry. He forgives the enemy scout, and then the rhino comes back. And Hera was able to do that. So that was a good way of doing that for Hera, because for a while he's trying to get as much damage in on the scout. Didn't work out, and ended up getting the block in. I think Hoang will be disappointed in himself there, because he was so close. And back goes the rhino. Only Hoang would go back to try and snag that. Wouldn't surprise me, but he does need to get 2 hits on it for it to continue to follow the whole time. I think that's probably too risky, because he already lost half the HP on his scout, or more than half the HP on his scout. Wait, he didn't lose more. A little bit, like half. Oh, the moves, and Hera, beautiful. Beautiful. That scout would have been fine, but Hera built the gate. The scout pathed a little bit differently and ran right into the TC. And that, guys, that's just going to start it all off. Hoang, he's really good at high aggression, making it sloppy. And Hera, he knows how to adapt to it. So the scout's now gone for Hoang, and Hoang's doing his normal builds. Now, he did actually dock here. I've seen situations where Hoang won't even dock on this map, and Hera also docked forward. I'm not sure why he did that, but he's docked forward and he's fishing, and Hoang will as well, and then there will be militia coming forward soon. Typical Hoang. Now, I think this map makes Hoang's strategy less effective, because even though Hera might lose town center, but there's other aspects of this map where Hera could maybe beat Hoang on water, take fish boom. There's other areas to get gold, and that's not the case on land maps usually. But it's a map that I've seen Hoang get wins off of very best on. Very sloppy for Hoang right here, but he's making the militia now. The downside of being Hoang is that Everyone knows what you're going to do, so everyone can try and formulate strategies against it. And Hera's Koreans. And while they're not as good with towers as they used to be in the past, they are still one of the best tower rush civilizations. They're not the best tower rush civilization or one of the best tower rush civilizations for any bonuses that they have in Feudal Age. Like, they do mine stone faster, which is cool, but I still think civs like Spanish who build faster, Incas where it's just straight up cheaper to make towers, those civs are probably better at towers in Feudal. But what makes them really good is if the towers are up when they get to Castle Age, because they get extra range on the towers then, and they also get the tower upgrades for free. Now, if Hera ever gets there, guard towers are usually one of the best way to defend against Machinel pushes, and that's exactly what Hoang likes to do. So, I've gotten everything I wanted to say out of the way. Hera's walling in his villagers. He followed the militia all the way into his base. He knew it was coming. And he also knows that Hoang goes without a lot of eco on a regular basis. So he's just going to help Hoang out here. He's going to do him a favor. Is walking right on by. He's on stone. Hoang will see it. And he wants to start building towers. Now look at this. Look at this. This is a trap. Look. Boink. What? Yeah, there it is. That was beautiful. Hera's like, enjoy your stay. I'll make sure you're nice and comfortable in there, Hoang. I love that. That's probably one of my favorite things from this game. But again, it's just the theme and the difference between the players. Hera can do things like that. Hoang, he doesn't quick wall much. He just does one thing and does it really well. Well, that tower not only will deny the gold, it will also take Hoang off of some of the berries, and it will also deny that stone from Hoang. So it's a really good first tower. And Hera, who we just saw is great with quick walls, will probably try and block these villagers in. I don't even know what Hoang is doing right now. Did he notice? Like, oh man. Hera, more gates, more quick walls, and Hoang is just, I kind of feel bad for the guy right now. We've all been there. There's someone who's much faster than you is just flexing, 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 flexing. And, you know, at a certain point, it's going to be, like, Hera just clicked 10 times more than Hoang will do in the next 2 minutes. And sometimes, it can actually be a downside of being a fast player, right? Because you're not focusing on some of the more important things like economy. Yeah. And certainly, Hera can pull it off. There's another tower just to control this area fully. And Hera pulls his villagers to take care of the militia because he's getting tired of them. But think about Hera's economy. So he did make a fire galley. But he has one fishing ship. He has no farms. He has 181 food with 1 on food. So he's denying resources from Hoang. But Hoang has all these buffaloes. Some of the ones that he stole earlier. He's making a market. He already has the blacksmith. And when this is complete, what's he going to be left with? He's going to be left with wood, and he's going to be left with gold. Now, I have seen countless games where Hoang does not create villagers in the Castle Age at all. He's much better with this nowadays, but back before DE, he would frequently idle his TC for 5 minutes. So he doesn't need food to do what he's going to do. Now, for the next couple minutes, I'm going to show you Hera's point of view, because Hera really needs to figure out, okay, where's Hoang going to go? What's he going to do? We know his reputation. We've taken him off of 2 golds. What just happened there? Did you see that? Yeah. Okay, I guess Hoang was building a tower and decided that wasn't the best tower and deleted it and is rebuilding now. But Hoang has wood, and Hoang has golds. And Hera, with this 2 HP scout, is trying to see what's up. So important to have this scout. If you, like, there's a couple things you can do against Hoang, okay? You can, as Hera loses his scout, you can try to Hoang with Hoang and do the dance, and that means go fast castle with him, or you go feudal age attack. And Hera's obviously chosen feudal age attack, but the downside is Hera's like, uh-oh, kind of trapped here, but Hoang doesn't actually have many villagers in his TC, or does he, or what is happening? But yeah, the downside of going feudal age attack is normally you have to commit to it. You have to stay in feudal age, because you're not going to have the resources to go castle, and the moment you go castle is when Hoang strikes. I love that right there. Just the fact that Hoang wanted to fight back here was pretty cool. We killed a villager or two. I don't know how long he wants to stay doing this. Now, Hera's added a few fishing ships, which is quite nice. He's building a tower here. And Hoang, you see this? He's making a stable when he only has... He's 0 on food and 75 food in the bank. And then... Uh-oh. This is what Hera can see. He sees the villagers. These villagers are going to gold over here. They can't really do much more. This tower will likely get battered down, though Hera does have the fire there, so he can do some damage. A knight will come out. I'll show you the HP on Hoang's villagers is not so good. He loses 1. He's close to losing 2 there. Keep in mind, Hera could lose all of his, but Hera goes boink, kills another one. This is what Hera can see. But you see the nerdiness. To pull the fire galley into that area and press stop. Because the knight can't hit it. Celt, eat TC, guys. Celt, eat TC. That's what Hoang said. And Hoang's not even going to hide the fact that he's about to do this. Hera is in a really difficult position right now. It doesn't seem like it, because you see the amount of villagers he has. But Celt Siege fires so fast, and of course knights can be so very strong against villagers, that Hoang could kill as many villagers as he is down in an instant. Hera finally, in this game, fails a quick wall, but believe it or not, I think he's going to be okay with that, because he can lose 1 vill, but Hoang loses the knight, and he can still take his stone. Hoang was making fire galleys. He has the wood and the gold, so he's actually cleared out most of Hera's fishing ships. The 2 knights will come forward. But again, Hoang's eco, nothing on food. He's just using the market if he needs food for knights, because he's buying it. And here he has a Mangonel. Hera only 9 on food. Lots of idols. He's getting closer to clicking up, and Hera is going to have some very difficult decisions to make now. He's added some feudal age spearmen. Quite good against knights. If there's a scorpion here for Hoang, I think Hoang will like his situation better. But he doesn't have a scorpion. Here, Hera loses some villagers. Hoang loses a villager. In fact, oh my goodness, you see this? Hera loses all of those villagers. And Hoang's villager is very weak on 4 HP, and Hera will know that too. He knows how important the monks are to Hoang's strategy. He got a hit with the spearman. And now the villager's on 2 HP. Now, if that's Hera, that villager gets walled in, but it's Hoang. Doink! Huge loss for Hoang, because he needs monks to heal these knights. Still, Hera, now only 4 on food after pulling villagers. It's all starting to fall apart, and he's starting to remember how devastating this strategy can be from Hoang. Towers in Feudal Age only have 700 HP, so Mangonel pushes are even stronger than they used to be. Hoang has 2 Scorpions, he has 2 Mangonels, and Hera, if he makes spears, or if he makes towers, I mean, Hoang has the advantage in every situation. Depends, of course, on the micro and all that good stuff, and Hera's just got to be thinking this whole time, I have more eco, I have to hold. I have more eco, I have to hold. You don't have to win any engagements here. In fact, it's going to be very difficult to do so. But every single time you kill, like, or right there, killing the Scorpion, every single time that happens, it's way better for you than it would be in a standard game, right? I'm very surprised Hoang didn't send a villager to finish the monastery. And if you're wondering what's going on back at Hoang's base, don't. Because it's not, there's nothing, alright? He puts all of his focus into creating siege and microing, and Hera's lost his town center now. Celts eat TC. Celts have eaten the TC. Hoang has 4 mangoes, no repair villager, which is so important to his strategy. And Hera's microing. What a nerd. What a nerd. Microing the spearman. He was close. Almost killed that Mangonel there. Alright. Celt eat barracks. Celt eat TC, Celt eat barrack, Celt eat house, Celt eat everything. And now Hera's like, what do I do? He barely has the food to make a scout. Like, he could go for the Hoang approach and buy food, maybe. But he says, okay, I need a town center now. Let's go here. Let's go to Hoang's base. Why not? because he's not over there. Hoang's just now farming. 2 farms. Great. And here come the villagers from Hoang. He will finish the monastery. He will make a monk at least. He really needs to repair the siege. I don't think Hera's 2 scouts can engage this. Hoang will likely repair the weak mangonels and melt these towers. It's why he normally has 2 vills, just in case there's 2 towers. Really good job from Hoang, and Hera has to leave. It's amazing how this strategy works. And he's going to lose villagers now too, to these knights. You better be careful, Hera. Hoang's on 2 farms. He has a pretty good food eco now. So, you know what cracks me up about this? Is normally at this point, Hoang wins games on Arabia. But, like, Hera, he's still, like, he has the presence of mind to know Hoang he probably has not created any eco. So I'm just going to try, relocate, go somewhere that Hoang's forward is not, and maybe I'll be able to survive here. That was actually quite nice because Hoang killed his own mangonel. Like, it's almost like Hoang's siege units are confused. And the villagers are like, what do I do? Where do I go? He doesn't know that there's a TC over here. Now, if he sees, I think the farm thing is a bug, but you could see the hunt, and you could see the trees are being chopped. So he could look there. But that means he needs to roll his siege all the way across the map. It's not so easy. So this is where Hera can maybe get some time to get real food economy rolling. And I don't know what he can do to distract Hoang, but Hoang, maybe he's hoping would have won the game by now. Hera. Oh my god! Oh, that scout though! Oh, that was sick! Hoang's gotta be so frustrated. Let's see if Hera can try that again. Hoang killed his own monk and his own knight there. Oh, jeez. What's Hoang's gold economy look like? He doesn't have much gold left! He doesn't have much gold left, there's just 1 tile. Here comes the scout again. Oh, not again, Hera. Not again. Oh my goodness, and it was actually Hoang's scout too. Hoang got the conversion. Hit his own scout in the face. Okay, he knows now. He knows. He's on 4 farms. He has doubled his food economy in the last 2 minutes. Doubled. That's quality stuff right there. 27 villagers against 46. Hera's building another stable. His eco is getting more stable, funny enough. To maybe get to Castle Age. Now, remember what I said about Koreans? If you can get there, your towers get the extra range and they become guard towers. It's huge. Also, props to Hera for having the confidence to stay here. I wouldn't have. Where will Hoang go for gold? Is he going to go in the middle for gold then? I feel like he kind of has to, but he did make a ram here. And took out that tower. Hera wants to use his villas against the ram. He actually made a gate. And he's using this villager to block. He's just blocking the ram so it can't roll back so he can kill the ram. It's like, again, you compare the styles. Hera's your typical, like, top 5, top 10 player. I say typical like it's common, but, you know, he goes for all the meta moves, the quick, nerdy stuff. And Hoang just says, like, I have one job. Hoang is like a robot. And he only has a few functions, but he does those functions very, very well. Okay, can Hera get to Castle Age? Can he make it? He's just clicked up to Castle Age. If he loses this town center, I'm fairly certain he loses the game. I don't think he can relocate his eco again. We have the ultimate defense against all-in aggression. We've seen towers go down before. But anything that Hera can do to help himself is important here. Hera takes out a scorpion. Hera took out a ram, lost a few villagers in the process. Hoang is about to run out of gold, only 200 gold remaining. Hoang obviously has this siege workshop close, where he could make mangonels. This is 2 monks in the middle of the map, offering nothing for him right now, but they'd probably get sniped by scouts. I say that, but Hera can barely afford to create more than 1 scout, because all of these farms are idle. And Hera's TC is at 50% of the way to Castle Age. He has a 1/4 of the HP remaining. Celt is eating TC. and Hoang is repairing. Look at the HP at the bottom left, guys. I know it's hard to see the percentage. That's a DE bug, and I have to get my fix out for it. Hera's gonna sacrifice lives! He realizes that he will lose the town center. He needs to take out Mangonels, no matter the price, no matter the cost. 100 HP! It went down to 100 HP, but he took out the Mangonels. Oh my goodness. If Hera didn't do that, he would never have made it to Castle Age, but he will make it there now. Remember, you still have this tower working. Hoang's in a position where he needs to go to this gold. Oh man, it's 38 villagers versus 30. If you were to join now, you'd think this game was normal. Now it's guard tower. That means the scorpions are going to take more damage. The villagers are going to take more damage. Hoang cannot take gold comfortably. Has Hera officially done it? Has he held? It's very rare you see Hoang games go to Imp. Hera actually sent these lumberjacks over to gold so he could have some. He has food economy. He has gold economy. He has stone economy. Hoang has 30 vills. Hera has 40. And I think this is... Hoang doesn't know what to do right now. Now, I don't know if it's just happens, but he has these moments sometimes. It's like where he's shocked that he just lost. Where he just like... He just kind of... He doesn't know what to do. He's like, what? Where do I go? What? He's obviously doing stuff with his villagers. Creating villagers going back to gold. And now he sees that there's a castle attempt from Hera. But here's the problem. With guard tower, it's unlikely as... Wow, Hoang sniped 3 villagers. It's unlikely the Mangonels stay up. I think you need 4 Mangonels with repair villagers to be able to take out guard tower. I doubt Hera picked Koreans for this reason. But having Koreans here is a huge, huge help for him. And this is before Bodkin Arrow. If I were Hera, I'd, yeah, go Bodkin Arrow or just send in a knight. And just get the finishing touches on the siege units here. I think Hoang is... He's trying his best. But most of his games are very quick for a reason. He either wins them fast because the opponent gets flattened, or he loses them fairly quick. A lot has happened in this game. It's only 42 population versus 38. But with knights, that Mangonel goes down. With guard tower, the Mangonel would go down anyhow. And Hoang, he has what? 10 on food, 0 on gold now. Does not have any. And he can't take the gold either. So I think this is what I was referring to. I think Hoang's going to realize this game is over. Just kind of... Like, I don't know what he does in these moments. But on his stream, you'll see him go from, like, moving all around to just stopping for a bit. It's just, he has no mic. So, I don't know, maybe he's going to get some water, maybe he's someone who really gets tilted. He doesn't strike me as that type of player, but Hera officially defended that rush. It's ridiculous. I love this game because of how different the styles are. And that's why I love Age of Empires 2. There are many players who play similarly, and at the very top you have to play like how you have to aspire to play like Hera has played here. But the game doesn't have to be played like that. And you have so many different strategies you can go for, so many different civilizations, and then so many different styles. Again, Hoang is... It looks to me like he's as AFK'd at this point, and I think he's going to tap out in GG here in a moment. Great defense from Hera. I can't help but feel like if Hoang had... Trying to think this through as we watch Hoang's villagers die. I can't help but feel like if Hoang had not lost that 2 HP villager over here, he would have had more knights with him throughout the game. Because normally he heals the knights after taking an engagement. And he would take engagements, but then he'd have to take an engagement with a low HP knight the next time. And as Hoang still hasn't resigned, come on buddy. This is why I think he gets up, there we go. I think maybe if I were to pick any moment that changed the game, I would say when Hera was able to poke down that forward villager, it could have changed the game. Because with... I wish I knew how many knights were created for Hoang in this game, but I'd like to say he's created over a dozen of them. It's very rare in most Hoang games for him to lose knights, and he did lose a lot in this game. He normally gets very few upgrades, maybe a max of 1 upgrade, but then heals them back up, so it's like a new unit. He did not do that here. Also, maybe Hoang, he's having 1 more Magano. Hera's town center went down to 100 HP. I know Hera made the correct decision to rush it with villagers, and that actually saved his skin. But if Hoang had 1 more Magano, just a little bit more gold, or a siege unit arriving a little bit faster, I think then Hera never gets guard tower. He never has the potential to build a castle. He wouldn't have time or space to rebuild a TC. It just came down to seconds there. That was quality stuff. I played a game against Hoang, and don't even ask. It's not going to YouTube, okay? It was a cross game. I knew it was coming, just like you always do. I sniped 4 of his monks, 3 of his Maganels, 2 of his scorpions at the very start. I had more eco, I had more everything. And I actually got complacent, YouTube. And I said, I've done it. I've won. So let's just go over to his base and snipe some lumberjacks with my cab archers. Well, guess what? All of a sudden, whoa! He had 3 Maganels and 2 knights that I had not scouted show up on all of my golds. They were all in the same spot. I got complacent. I tried to run like Hera did, and Hoang just ended up coming back and beating me. I went to Hoang's stream, and I said, what did I say? I was like, I just said, like, you beat me with a frowny face. And he said in all caps, he was like, yes, I thought I lost that fun game. Like, no, it wasn't fun, Hoang. It was not fun. It's not fun when you lose. It's only fun when you win. But GG, look at the gold count. Look at the eco. It's actually quite bad for Hera to have 6,000 food in that type of a game. Or, sorry, that long of a game. All the stats get busted when it's Hoang, though. Yeah, look at this. Hoang, he doesn't care about eco. He just wants all of this to win the game for him, and he hit a point where it finally didn't work. And GG. Well, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I think the last 3 or 4 times I've uploaded a Hoang video, I have recommended the same Hoang video where it's lowest population win. Hoang and Say My Name played a game, and it was ridiculous. So I don't think I'll recommend that one. I'm gonna recommend something else you might be interested in checking out if you want to binge watch more tonight or this morning or today. I don't know. Maybe you're at work and procrastinating. Maybe you're at a family get together and your family's annoying you. I don't know, but for whatever reason, I'll recommend something, and if you want to watch, you have it. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.